Hey everybody, Daniel Murphy down here, BRG in the Myrtle Beach area. Just going to, again, as I always do, give you some context to the numbers that we're seeing in the actual report, the newsletter. If you're just watching this on YouTube, just look below. You'll see the numbers laid out for you as far as what's going on here at the beach. Now, what we did this time is we took all of the 2020 numbers and compared them to the previous 2 years, 2018, 2019. And what you're going to see is that despite COVID, despite lockdowns, despite economic shutdowns, the market here in Myrtle Beach is thriving. It's just not surviving, but it's thriving right now. Now, that will continue to occur as long as all things stay the same, and that's where we get into a bit of uncertainty. Is what is 2021 going to bring economically? With additional lockdowns, are we going to have a significant uptick in COVID cases that causes panic? Who knows? All I can tell you is what we're seeing right now. I can give you some of my predictions for 2021, which I'll do at the end. But right now, let's talk about these numbers. And when you're looking at the residential side of the market, you'll see that from 2019 to this year, there was an additional over 1,300 additional homes sold in the Grand Strand as compared to 2019. That is a significant amount of inventory, increase in inventory, 1,300 additional homes. The increase in price was around $31,000 on the average sale price, which was about an 11% bump. Double-digit appreciation year over year in the times we're in right now. That's a significant number. Personally, I didn't think we'd see it. But we do. We're seeing it here, 11% year over year. The previous year, there was an additional 500. So 2019 over 2018, it was 575 additional homes and a 4% bump in price. So 2018 to 2019, from 2019 to 2020, we more than doubled the amount of sales over, again, what they did. And the increase in percentage was 6 or 7%, from 4% up to 11%. That's a 7% increase. So the market on the residential side is spectacular. Even on the resort side, we saw a huge increase in the average price sold from $444 up to $495. That's a $51,000 increase in price. That's also at 11%. Now, I would have to really dig into those numbers to see if there were a few maybe oceanfront homes this year that sold that really pushed that average price sale up. It seems a bit much. It might be a small anomaly. Maybe we had in 2020 we had significantly more oceanfront homes that have sold, or something maybe along the Grand Dunes or the Golden Mile that really pumped those numbers up. But it doesn't matter. There's still a 50,000 increase in price from $441 to $495. That's 11% year over year. And the telling thing, and what I did this time just to see, was how much of this product that we're selling in the increase in price is due to new construction. Because I'm telling you, if you look around the Grand Strand right now, D.R. Horton, for example, is buying up every bit of dirt that they can get their hands on, and new communities are popping up all over the place. I was just out in Conway in the middle of nowhere, off of between 701 and 378. And saw two new developments I didn't even know existed. So new construction is having an impact. There were 579 additional new homes sold this year over 2019, but the price increase was only $3,000 on average for a 1% increase in price. So the average price sale is not being dictated by the new home market. It's being dictated by the resale market here in the Myrtle Beach area. So that's a good sign to see. Now when we flip over to condos, now remember, a lot of the condos that we sell, I have this broken down on the list to condos, the general condo market, and then those that are located in the oceanfront buildings. But when we look at resort market, there are a lot of the units that are not on this oceanfront list that are still considered resort condos. Anything that's on a golf course would be a resort condo. A lot of the buildings that are going to be east of 17 but not oceanfront are going to be resort condos. But just to identify this, I kept them only to oceanfront and non-oceanfront. So if you take all of the condos, and I apologize, all of the condos, including oceanfront together, this year we saw a 390 additional units sold over last year. a $15,000 increase in price. That is 9% increase year over year. That is spectacular. Again, when you consider that these resort condos are included in that list. Resort condos generally are driven by the amount of rental income that's going to be provided for them. So to see that number increasing, it's good to see. If you look at the oceanfront, that's where we did see a little bit difference. We actually sold less units this year than we did last year. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of that is due to the fact that there was a period of time for about 3 months where it was difficult to get people even into those buildings. They were shut down completely. People were really anxious about even buying them for about a 3-month period, right when COVID hit, for about 3 months. But even with that 5 unit less sales year over year, there was a $24,000 increase in the average price from 203 to 227. That's a 12% increase year over year. I honestly thought year end we'd see maybe 3.5%, 4%, possibly 5%. But to see that number at 12% is it's spectacular. Now, let's talk about going forward into 2021. What are we going to see? Well, all things staying the same, we're going to see more of the same. There's no reason to believe that any of this is slowing down in the near future. Again, 12% year over year is a big number. And then on the 11% on the residential side, those are big numbers. I don't know that we're going to reach that, but you're still going to see good return on the numbers that we're seeing here. You're going to see additional units sold year over year, all things being the same. And I think we will see. Listen, change is hard. Change that is coming in February with additional potential lockdowns in other states that we rely on for income coming into our communities. A lot of things that are up in the air, but I believe strongly in our market down here. So if you have a property and you've thought about selling, now's a good time, because I can tell you what you're going to be able to do today. I cannot tell you what you can do 6 months from now. Don't have that crystal ball, but right now it is a good market to sell in. And if you're looking to buy, I'm going to tell you, you can either buy it today or you can pay, well, hell, if you talked to me last year, you'd be paying 12% more this year than you would have paid last year on condos and 11% more on the residential side. Again, Daniel Murphy down here with Beach Realty Group. If you have any questions about a specific property, if you own something down here, thinking about selling, want a market analysis, reach out to me anytime. Thanks so much.